one more advanced concept of load balancer, that is application load balancer. And here what we'll be doing, we will be integrating CloudFront and WAF. WAF is Web Application Firewall, which help us to filter out the traffic. Like sometimes we get unnecessary traffic gets generated into your load balancer, okay, and your CloudFront. So here what we'll be doing while creating the application load balancer, along with that, that will remain same like web server and anything if there is into the backend. Along with that, what we will be doing, we will be creating CloudFront and WAF, okay, as part of the integration of your application load balancer. So whenever any request comes in, if there is a bad request, for example, okay, this WAF will block that request at that moment of time only. Okay, it will not process the request. So WAF will filter out your traffic, and the request which is valid, those requests will get forwarded to your load balancer and your web server. So this is what we're gonna do today. Okay, how will we doing? Let's do it. Okay, let's try to understand this. So here we go, and we already have the EC2 instance in our place. So what we will be doing, I'll just go here and okay, we have one EC2 instance. I'm good with it. I will be just powering it on. And here I'll go to the load balancers. I'm here at the load balancer. I'll be creating a load balancer, that is application load balancer. And here, any name we can give, okay, like common ALB, okay, with the CloudFront, right? Okay, so I'm mentioning this way, Virginia. This is the name which I'm giving. Fine, it looks good. Here I go, and I will be using for all the availability zones which we have. Oh, see, one more thing I can do. Instead of selecting all of them, I will be doing something here. What I'll be doing, I'll just go here to EC2 instance, and I can see my EC2 instance is in one particular availability zone. So instead of choosing all of them, what I can do, I can just select only US East 1B. Okay, that will be fine. Or I can just select 1A and 1B2. It means that is being fine. Okay, so here I go, and I will be using the load balancer security group. If you remember, right, recently default security group was being there. So in every scenario, whether we are provisioning an EC2 instance, we are provisioning RDS, we are provisioning load balancer or anything, we need to have a dedicated security group for it. Okay, we never have to use default security group. If we will be using default security group, maybe there are chances this default security group could have been used with other services as well. So in those scenarios, what could be happen? Like for example, here you have enabled port number 80. Maybe for other application you may have enabled port number 22. Okay, so in those scenarios, what will happen to your load balancer? Port number 22 will also get enabled. So there are chances like unnecessary traffic will get generated there, right? So here, what do we need to do? We need to choose a specific security group. We need to create specific security group, and we need to choose that one only. Now moving on to the next one. Here, if I just go, I don't have any target group. I'll be getting it created. To get it created, here I'll go, and I'll be giving it a name as any name I can give. For that, I'll just go here, and I'll say -tg. Okay, port is HTTP, protocol is HTTP, port is 80, we are good. Default VPC we can use. If we talk about health checks, we are fine with /, and I want this one to get healthy quickly, so that's why I'm changing the threshold here. Here I go, and I will be saying next. Okay, it says group can't be longer than 32 characters. So, okay, that looks fine to me. Let me say this way. Okay, let me shorten this way. Here it looks good. I will be creating the target group. This is the instance. I'll be include as pending below, and I will create the target group. So now target group is being created, and I am good here. So the one instance is there which is in unused state. Here I'll go, and what I will be doing, I'll scroll down, and once I scroll down, I will be selecting, I'll be refreshing this, and I'll be selecting the target group. I'll scroll down. Okay, here if you remember what we did in our one of last class, we discussed about this global accelerator, right? And what we saw when we tick this out, this one got grayed out, right? This one is grayed because it is already mentioning somewhere, like, if we are using global accelerator, okay, we can't use the Amazon CloudFront. Okay, we can use and only one of them. So here, what do we need to do? We just need to untick this, and here we'll go. Okay, so basically what will happen here? Okay, here you will be able to see, if I just go here, okay, probably, okay, not more things. Okay, so here what is going to happen along with your load balancer, one more component, that is CloudFront. CloudFront is a CDN basically. CDN is a content delivery network. Okay, how CDN works, let me try to explain you. I'll just give you some heads up. Okay, separately we'll be discussing about CloudFront, but I will try to give you some sort of heads up, okay, to understand how CDN works. So basically, here, if I just go, for example, there is a guy, okay, not only one guy, there are multiple people, okay. So this is a guy, this one is a guy, this one is a guy, and this one is a guy. Okay, these are the people from different countries. Okay, for example, let's give the name of the countries. So name of the country could be like, let's say this guy is from Australia. Okay, this guy is from India. This guy is from USA. Okay, this guy is from UK, and this guy is from Canada. Okay, now for example, here you have one server of, I can say, Netflix. Okay, Netflix. So here, what Netflix has done, Netflix is keeping a movie. Okay, what they are doing basically, let me copy this. Copy. Okay, over the Netflix server, there is a movie which is being kept here. Okay, this is a movie which is kept here. And Netflix has recently launched this movie. Okay, they have launched this movie. So now all of these people who are sitting across these countries, they want to watch this movie at the same time. Okay, they want to watch this movie at the same time. So if they will be watching this movie, what will happen? There are, Netflix may have one or hundreds of server, right? But Netflix doesn't expect how many people will be visiting that movie at one particular interval of time. Okay, so the one thing is, if they will be accessing the movie from one particular server, what will happen? There are chances that server may get slowed down. That is number one. Number two is, these people, maybe the person is sitting in Australia and this Netflix has a data center in India. Okay, so the traffic will be traveling from Australia to India. For this particular guy who is sitting in India, for him that could be easier, right? He could have less latency in comparison to this guy. Then the person who is sitting in USA, he also want to see the same movie. So if he will be accessing, what will happen? He will also face the latency. He will also face the latency. He will also face the latency. So only for this particular guy, this is helpful, but the rest of the guy, these people will face the latency, and this will keep buffering on, buffering on, buffering on, right? So that will happen here. So now here the concept comes of your CDN, that is content delivery network. Okay, basically what happened in content delivery network? In content delivery network, there is a concept of edge location. Okay, there is a concept of edge location. So here what will happen? So these are the, you can consider these are your edge locations basically. These are your edge locations. Edge location. These are your edge location. These are your edge location, okay? Okay, these are your basically edge locations. Okay, so now what will happen? So these movies which you have, right? Okay, these movies. Thing. Mhm. This going on, yeah. Okay. So what Netflix will do, Netflix will transfer this movie. Okay. Oh, sorry. As soon as you open this movie, right? As soon as the guy who is sitting here who wants to access this movie, okay. So first time this guy will be requesting the movie to the Netflix to get this accessed. Okay. So what Netflix will do, Netflix will get this movie transferred to its edge location. Okay. So your movie will be stored here, will get transferred to the edge location because you are accessing it. So here you will not be the only guy who will be accessing it, right? So the first connection will get established here, but then your movie will get transferred to the edge location. Okay. So now once the another person comes up, okay, once the other person comes up, he will not be redirected to the Netflix server directly. Okay, his traffic will be here only. Okay, this guy, for example, is also from the Australia. So instead of accessing this movie from the Netflix server, he will be accessing the movie from here. Okay, and next time this person is accessing the movie, this one will also access from here. Similarly, the person from India who is sitting here, he will be accessing the movie from here. This guy will be here, and this guy will be from the edge location, which is there, which is nearer to him. Okay, and the movie will get stored into your edge location. Any questions?
So the movie is stored in the above location, but whenever is somebody is accessing from a particular point, then it transferred to an edge location. That's
Right,
what we right.
you are right. Okay, it's this movie gets transferred to the edge location. So here in edge location, okay, what happen is they doesn't store the movie permanently, or they will not store the data permanently. It will be for temporary basis. Okay, or I can say it's stored as a cache, okay, which will have an expiry. Maybe as in cache they will be storing this movie, okay, and any movie or any particular data, right? So that data will be stored here as a cache. This cache will have an expiry of maybe 1 week, for example. Okay, so after 1 week, if someone is not accessing that particular data, then what will happen? Then this edge location will clear the cache. This edge location will delete that data. Okay, so this is how your CDN works. That is content delivery network. It means your content is getting delivered at different edge locations, and you are accessing your content from the edge locations directly instead of accessing it from the main server. Okay, this is how your CDN works. So in AWS also we have a CDN, and that is your content delivery network. In AWS, we have CloudFront. CloudFront is the CDN, that is Content Delivery Network. Okay, this is the CDN of AWS. There are many third-party CDN provider services are also there. Okay, like Akamai, if you may have heard of. Okay, they have their own CDN. Azure have their own CDN. Okay, I believe Google Cloud also have their own CDN. So different cloud service provider and many third-party service providers are there who have their own CDNs in the market. Okay, so now let's go. What we will be trying to do here, we will be using this CloudFront along with our WAF. WAF is a WAF. Okay, WAF is, one second. Yeah, Web Application Firewall. Okay, through which what we will be doing, we will be filtering out the traffic. Okay, firewall means which will be filtering out the traffic. So here, this is what we're gonna create. So here we'll be selecting this out, and what we will be doing, we will just go here and we will create the load balancer. So once we will be clicking, what will happen here? So here your CloudFront will get created. Along with that, your web application firewall will also get created. So here I also want to restrict this. Okay, so I want to add one more traffic which will allow the inbound traffic from originating from CloudFront only. Okay, so here we may already have discussed like what we will be defining here into the load balancer. We will be defining like any traffic which is coming through the CloudFront, that will only be allowed. Okay, so that I want to have here. That's why I have ticked this. This is security best practice. And here I will go. Okay, if I want to see the benefits, here I can go, I can see. So accelerate content distribution through the use of edge allocation, increase reliability and availability through edge caching, and increase security protection from WAF to block unwanted requests from reaching your load balancer. Okay, so unwanted traffic will be blocked before reaching the load balancer. This is what WAF will provide to us. So rest of the components are being same. We have not made any changes here. So only CloudFront and WAF we are creating along with this. So here I'll go and I will create a load balancer. Okay. So till the time it gets created, let me try to show you what we are basically doing here. Okay. So here, we'll have a user, okay, who will be forwarding the traffic. Then we have okay. CloudFront, okay. Then you have this load balancer, that is ALB. Okay, ALB is your application load balancer, I can say. So ALB, oh, okay. This is your ALB, application load balancer. And at the backend, you have the EC2. Okay, you could have multiple EC2s here. Oh, what is happening? Okay, we have multiple EC2s. So this is what the flow which we are creating at this moment of time. Okay, Here we have restricted the traffic to the load balancer, like the traffic, whichever will comes up, that will be coming up from the CloudFront. Okay. So here, if I just go, I will be showing you this load balancer. Let me go here. This is still into the, okay, this is got created. This is active. We are good. So here, if I just go to the integrations, okay, if I will be directly accessing this, right, DNS name, if I just go, I will be accessing it. You should be able to see the output is coming up. Okay, output is coming up, right? Your crypto website is coming up. So now you will say, what is the benefit of it, right? You are directly getting this accessed. Fine, no problem. We will just go here to the integrations. And if I just go to integrations, here if I just go CloudFront and Web Application Firewall, right? Okay, so here if I just go to CloudFront distribution, so now I am being redirected here. Okay, so now here we have, although this is still into the deploying state, but that is being fine. What I can do, if I just copy this is the distribution domain name. And here, if I just go, I will be pasting this out. And if I press enter, okay, I am also getting the same output. So basically here, what I'm doing, here I am accessing this CloudFront, right? What I'm accessing CloudFront here. Okay, that looks better. Now what we'll do here, but now you will say, what is the benefit of it, right? At this moment of time, you are able to access this through CloudFront. You are also able to access this through ALB. Okay, so this is what's happening here. So now what I want this to get accessed through the CloudFront only, because that is the flow, right, which we are looking forward. So here, then what we will be doing here, we will go to the load balancers. In load balancers, if I just go to the security, I can see two security groups are being attached. Okay, so the one is which is coming, which we got created, load balancer security group, right? And here, if you have a look, then this one is the security group, which is for CloudFront. Okay, so here, if you just, what I can do, I will going on edit, and here we have two security group, load balancer security group I am removing. So I have removed one security group, I have saved the changes. So now changes are being saved. So if again I go here, okay, to the ALB, and if I will be refreshing this up, then what will happen? Then I should not be able to get this accessed, because earlier what I did, I was able to directly access this, right? I was able to access this way, right, earlier. But now what I have done through the security group, I have blocked this feature. Okay, through security group, I have blocked this. Okay, I don't want such connectivity to be there. So what I want the traffic should be redirected from CloudFront to ALB, ALB to EC2 instance this way. Okay, that's why this connectivity is being broken. And now I should not be able to see anything. Okay, this site can't be reached, because this is what I wanted to have. Okay, I want to optimize the content, and also I want to this to be secure way. Okay, now another thing is, any questions still here?
No, I got it.
Okay. So now another thing is, here if I just go, okay, let me go to the integrations first. I wanted to show you something. So here if I just go to the integrations, here I see, okay, so here we can see this is the CloudFront, and here if I just go to security dashboard, that is WAF. Okay, so here I should be able to see this WAF is being attached. Okay, this WAF is being attached. Where this WAF is attached? This WAF is attached with your CloudFront. Here your WAF is attached. WAF is attached here. Okay, who will be filtering out your traffic, your unnecessary traffic, I can say. Logo I want, okay. Copy image, here I go. Okay, this is your WAF, which will be filtering out the traffic. Now, if I just want to give you some sort of idea about the WAF as well, okay, so here I'll go and I'm into the WAF. Let me see. Okay, it says 26 requests, 26 allowed requests at this moment of time. It hasn't blocked anything. So here we can see this architecture. So this is how this one is working at this moment of time. Okay, this WAF is attached to your CloudFront, and then to your the traffic is redirecting to your application load balancer, and then to these AWS EC2 instances. Okay, so now what I want to add one more layer into it. How can I add the layer? To add the layer, what I want this CloudFront to access through my Route 53 through my DNS. Okay, so to do so, what I need to do, if I just go here to the hosted zone, and I will be adding something that is known as, okay, we already have this. Okay, I can delete this record. I don't need this anymore. I will just go here. I'll say create record, and I can keep it blank. That's fine. I want to create an alias. If I just go here, I select this CloudFront distribution. And after CloudFront distribution, see, it is not showing me any resource found. Okay, it is not showing me any resource. Why it is not showing me any? Because here we'll have to make some changes into the CloudFront. So here into the, for example, if I just go to the load balancer, right? Okay, this is the load balancer. So into the load balancer, if I go to integrations, here I have the CloudFront. So I will be clicking on here. And once I go here, I need to add something. What I need to add? For that, I need to add this alternate domain names. Okay, how will I do? Here I'll go to edit, and here I will be saying, do I have? Okay, yeah, we have the certificate, ACM certificate, which we got created yesterday, right? So that ACM certificate is being here. So we will be selecting this. And here, if I just go, okay, alternate domain name we haven't added yet. Let's go and add here. So it is impulseedge.com, right? So we got this added here, and I will be scrolling this down, and I will be saying save changes. So now changes are being saved, and we are into a good position now. So now what next I can do? I need to go again to the Route 53. Okay, this is the Route 53. That looks better. I will be refreshing this web page, and then again I will try to create. So here I am. I will be clicking on alias. I will be saying CloudFront distribution. Once I click on this, now it is populating for me. I will be selecting this out, and I'll say create record. So now record is being created. Okay, so now record is being created. So now if I just go here and I try to access this impulseedge.com, I am able to see. Okay, and as the certificate is being attached right with this CloudFront, so that's why this one is being secured as well. Okay, yesterday what we did, we got this certificate created, right? Yesterday or day before yesterday, whatever. So that's why we are able to access it using the DNS name. Do you have any questions or concerns from here?
No, but I got it.
Okay, you got it. So this is the entire flow of your CloudFront with application load balancer. So if our content is bringing some value for you, you can like, comment, and share our videos. Also, you can subscribe our channel to keep us motivated. Thank you so much.